Because what happens when you have the wrong people around you? It doesn't go right, right? You know, it was a one-sided relationship. You got used, you got played, you got cheated on. That's because you wasn't thinking and you went ahead and chose those people instead of God, you know? And what happened when we stay in those relationships that just linger on like that? You end up losing yourself. You end up being depressed. You end up being sad, you know, because you got used by a person, you know, because she cheated on you, because he betrayed you. He cheated, you know, whatever it might be. When you with the wrong people, it ain't gonna set off right, and you gonna lose yourself, and we can see it, cause he was doing all right until he met that damn girl. She didn't get sad until you're depressed until she met old boy. You know, that's why you got to lose people before you lose yourself out here. That's why you got to let God put these people in your life. You know, God put you in a relationship instead of you just thinking you got this, you got this. You know, this is the person for me. Pray over these people. Make sure these people are for you, because sometimes it's just lust. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just I want to be with her. You know what I mean? You wanted to be with him. You just wanted to see them win. But God see better than us, you know what I'm saying? That's why God protects us from things even that we can, even the things we can't see. God protecting us. You know, that's why he told you don't go that way. That's why he told you to get out that relationship. Sometimes it's a test, but sometimes, you know, you got to be with your discernment, and you got to be patient out here, and you can't be rushing relationships and rushing friendships, and you know, you just got out of a relationship and you're back in another one next week, you know. You got to sit back and you got to learn yourself sometimes in these situations. You know what I mean? Because when you don't choose these people, it go off bad. You know what I mean? What happened when we stay in relationships too long? It just linger on, depress yourself. You done lost 7, 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Just by being in a relationship that you had no business being in. I'm a good loyal person. Yeah, to the wrong damn people. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to pray over these people. You're supposed to ask God to bring these people in your life. Not just you making the decision because you want to see her do good. Because you want to see him with you. You know what I'm saying? The real love, the real people, the real followers, the real customers, whatever you build in your business, your relationship, whether you try to find friends, it's going to all come about. You ain't got to rush none of this. You ain't got to beg. You ain't going to have to force it. You ain't going to have to do no tit for tat shit. People that want to be with you, they just gonna be with you. You know, people that want to follow you, they just gonna follow you. People that want to spend money with you, they just gonna spend money with you. You know, it ain't nothing that you gotta do special. You ain't gotta break your neck or nothing. You know, because these people came from God. It's hard to trust people and just bring people in your life and just look with our eyes and think, oh yeah, she a nice woman. You know, I might be able to work with old boy. Until you get to know these people, That's why God will tell you to separate from these people. You know what I mean? Loyal people, we tend to stay in relationships too damn long. You know? We tend to because we're trying to help her out. You wanted to see him do good. Like he ain't trying to see you do good. You know, he's just taking from you. The real and genuine people, they're going to come find you. They're going to come into your store. You know what I mean? They're going to follow your page. You know? I just started a new page the other day. You know, one page got 5 people on it, the other one got 18 people on it. Guess what? I didn't ask nobody to come. I didn't force nobody. I didn't grab nobody by the hand, hold nobody hostage. These people hit the follow button because they wanted to hit the follow button. You know, and that's how your life gonna be. People that want to be with you, they genuinely want to be with you. You ain't gotta buy people to be in your life and take them on trips and give them money and, you know, buy them shoes and cars and jewelry and all this materialistic shit. People that be with you, they don't give a damn about your money. They don't give a damn where you work at. We don't care what your house look like, what your neighborhood look like, how your children doing. We want them to do good. We want them to be successful, but we ain't hating. You know what I mean? We ain't putting no criteria on my boy gotta be rich. You know what I'm saying? My girl, she gotta be a rich girl and all this. The real people that come in your life, God go send them. It ain't no telling where you gonna find them. It ain't no telling how they gonna come. You know? Because when you just looking at a girl, you just looking at a boy, and you just like, I want them. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a good relationship. You know, she look good. That's what a lot of people just went on something. She look good. She thick. And they got burnt out here. You know what I mean? Because that wasn't no relationship sent by God. That's you and your lust. And you not being able to have self-control and just liking something that, because he got value to it. Because he got money. You know what I mean? But you're forcing yourself, and eventually you just get played. So let these people come from God. You know, I don't rush nothing out here. You know what I mean? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I know you want to come up at your company and your job, but you can't be stabbing people in the back. You can't be doing unethical bullshit to just get the next promotion and get to the top. A lot of people do it. They cheat their way and they cut the line and they cut you off and they disrespect you and just to get what they want. But God don't like that. Yeah, how long that's gonna last? When you go on with God, it might be slow sometimes. It might be fast sometimes. But when it comes from God, you know, the Most High, you protect it. You know what I'm saying? God protecting us from stuff we can't see. You know what I mean? God see that's not a good relationship for you. You know what I mean? And it's a test coming your way to see if you just go take the bait. You know what I mean? You already left a relationship just like that, and that looked like the same damn girl. You know what I mean? That looked like the same guy that you just left. My girl, you gonna fall for that again? No. Let these people come from God. Real and genuine people. Because when you don't let these people come from God and you just, I'm gonna go just get with her because she thick. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna get with him because he got a nice job. He got all them cars. She got a beautiful house. That's it. You didn't look into him. You didn't look into her. You start blocking your blessings though. God got a bigger blessing on a bigger scale than any materialistic thing can cost. You looking for a one night stand, you know, you thought that was for you because of what you see, and God got your wife over there, you know, something that's gonna last you forever. Somebody who gonna have your back forever out here. But you block your blessings when you keep them people around you too long. Because that's it, you gonna lose yourself. That's why you gotta lose some people. You gotta lose some clowns. You gotta let them walk out your life. You gotta let them play you. They stole your money, okay? Let them keep it and they can't come back no more though. You know? Let them people go. You know what I mean? Plenty of people gonna come into your life and you didn't see it. You know? You hung on to that childhood friendship for too damn long. And you see, nah, it ain't the same. You know, she just out for her damn self. You know, she just too damn arrogant. You know, she just come thinking she can take from me. You know, he just think, you know, he's an arrogant person and, you know, he's going to look down on me. Cut them relationships off. When these people come from God, I like my people to be like me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to be twins. The opposites do attract. But they going to have loyalty. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to trust them like you trust yourself. You know what I mean? They got your back like you got their back. When it's come from God, it's going to be reciprocated. Everybody meeting halfway, you know what I'm saying? Everybody shaking a hand. Everybody at the job like you know what I'm saying? Everybody at the job ain't trying to hate on nobody. Nobody cares that you called in sick. Ain't nobody hating he on another, you know, vacation. He keep getting promoted. Nah, God sent you to that company. God sent you to that town because you know the people was over there just like you. You know, they loyal people just like you. They like to celebrate people just like you. You know what I mean? When it comes from God, stays forever. You know, when it don't come from God and it comes from the other side, you know what I'm talking about, them devil people, that devil in the damn red dress, that guy who's the devil his damn self. When they come from that, you might get a little glitter and gold for a minute, but eventually you gonna lose that and lose everything and block your blessings at the same damn time. Let these people come from God. God got your back. God got your front. Pray over these people before you get a relationship with them. Pray over that company before you say, I accept that. You know what I mean? We ain't got to cheat. We ain't got to do none of that because we come from God and God got our back already. Let God choose your people. That's all I got. Motivation comes in many forms. Lamborghini Lamar.